Okay, welcome to Reality Talk with Miss Monroe. Today we're going to talk about JK and Brooke from Love After Lockup. Okay, on this episode, starting off, um, Brooke finds, I guess, an old number. She asks JK while he's talking to his friend. She asks him to see his phone. So once she said that, I was like, oh my God, why he gonna say yeah and actually give the phone, knowing he got females in the phone. Okay, so she goes through the phone. First, this all came about when she was talking to JK's, I think, grandpa or dad or something. And he was just like, oh, JK has, I guess, a roster of women or whatever, and he had so many girlfriends, more than he had. He had more girlfriends when he was locked up than he had in the outside world. So when he said that, she was just like, oh my God. So she asks for his phone, goes to his phone, find females. I guess it's supposed to be an old, I guess. So she's just like, oh, you still got hoes. You still got hoes in your phone and da 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 da. Oh my God. So JK was just like, what hoes? That JK is a trip, honey. A trip. So hilarious. So I'm just like, oh my God, here they go. They finna do this in front of the family. And Brooke, she knows her boys are on the way over there. So Brooke, I don't know if she called her mom, and I guess she tried to see where they was at. Her mom say she's on her way, and she talking about she don't know what's going on, and they getting into it. Child, Brooke mama say, oh well, the boys are excited to see him, and we not gonna do this right now. We on our way. So get it right, talk to him or whatever you want to do. Okay. So she goes back and says, okay, she's gonna talk. She's talking to JK and blah blah blah. She telling him that the boys and her mom, they're on their way or whatever. So okay, so they was just like, okay, can we put this stuff to the side for now, just so we can get through this party, child. Okay, so here come the boys and her mom. They meet and everything. The boys, oh, they were so happy. They said they was excited about actually having a dad. Which this is tricky, because I saw people under the comments saying, oh, um, you know, that's nice and sweet, he's being a dad to them. But at the same time, you're not really their dad. I understand they didn't ever have their dad, the dads don't want to be around, but you got to take into account, if something goes wrong with this man, which it is, then okay, then that's your boy saying, oh, now they don't have a dad again. You got to stop putting your kids through that. So, and she was just saying, oh, I never picked the wrong guys. You still not picking the wrong guys. I mean the right guys. You still not picking the right guys. You done pick JK, you still not picking the right guys. So the kids they are attached to him, and they really like him. It seemed like they really like him, and they was happy to see him and be around him. So I was just like, oh my God, that was sweet. And she was crying and stuff because she missed her kids having that. But at the same time, you and this man not gonna work out. And then here comes JK talking about, oh, no matter what, even if me and you not speaking again, I'm gonna always be there for the kids. No, you're not. Everybody says that. That's the right thing to say. They're not going to be around once you hate their guts. You're not going to want to run your kids once you hate their guts. So, no. But anyway, past that. So, everything okay. She's happy about JK saying that. But you happy about him saying that, but he's telling you right now he's not going to be around. Basically, that's what I got from it. He's not going to be around. So, but okay. I understand maybe where she's coming from. I understand how women be so hard up for their children to have their father, they go through everything. Okay, whatever. So, next thing you know, so here come Brooke mom. She do not play. She was basically like, okay, I'm tired of playing your baby daddy. I'm tired of keeping these kids. I know she don't mind, but golly, baby, you got to get these kids and get them sometime. Come on now, you running after JK. All right, y'all a honeymoon over with. It's time to come back and take care of these kids. And she gonna tell mom, do you think you can get them for one more night? Oh my God. I would have said, I understand his mom, so she said she was just like, yeah, one more night, I guess, so they can go out on a date or whatever. But child, you so scared that JK talking about, oh, I just don't want to be out of sight, out of mind. It don't matter if you out of sight, out of mind. You was right there in JK face, and he still was trying to holler at his ex with you in his face. So what do you care about being out of sight? If somebody gonna do something in front of your face when you right there, of course, sky's the limit when you're not there. But anyway, and then JK mom or grandma was talking about, okay, well, hey, it's time for her to go home. She got kids to take care of. Now that's the second person that they said you got kids to take care of. Nobody shouldn't be saying that. Nobody shouldn't be saying that about you. But anyway, she was saying, hey, it's time for her to go home. It's time for, JK to get some room to breathe. It's time for y'all both to separate from each other. And then I guess he was telling JK was having a talk with her mom, and he was like, she's wanting to stay up under me because she doesn't trust me and all this, and she's scared of what I'm gonna do. Child, I don't know for what, because JK already got his ex lined up. He ready to see her. And I can't wait till that episode come. I'm trying to see what the ex look like, because he's still in love with her, clearly. So, child, the mom was just like, oh, okay, well, if you're not going to, be around, let it be known right there. Which, of course, he's not going to let it be known right there. He should have, but, nobody's not going to tell the truth, till they crash and burn. But anyway, child, Brooke just all emotional. They went on a little date, and JK asked his mom for money for the date, and she was just like, for what? I hope it's not for drugs and stuff. Oh, Lord. I was just like, But he was just like, no, I want to take her out on a date and so blah, blah, blah. So I guess the mama said, yeah. They went out for, I guess golf. They went to play golf at the little putt-putt thing or whatever. And he was just like, oh, I want to take the boys there. And she was crying and all that again. And talking about, yeah, she really wanted that for her kids. But, honey, if y'all not finna make it, why get the kids involved? But hey, I was just like, whoo, that JK is something else. JK, I believe he got a good heart. He just had a lot of stuff that happened to him, but that JK is a trip, honey. Ooh-wee. Brooke gonna have a time on her hands with him. But child, everybody had a good time, I guess, at the little party they had, so it was fine. But honey, why get the kids involved if you're not going to be there? You finna cheat, you want to be with your ex. Why? And Brooke gonna lose her top. So I guess we'll see on the next episode. But like and subscribe to my channel, guys. It's going to be a lot more on the Love After Lockup. So